Hi, I'm Richard Stoyeck of stocksatbottom.com, and we wanted to spend a moment today and discuss the federal deficit with you. Now, the federal deficit for this year is approaching, we believe the number that the government has put out is about $410 billion. Now, we think the number is bogus. We think it can't possibly be 410. It's going to be substantially more than that. The reason is this. Implicit in the assumptions on which a federal budget deficit is forecasted or projected is what is the amount of gross national product growth going to be over the next 12 months. Depending on the growth of the economy, that will be determined what the deficit is. Now, in the president's budget, he has projected that the economy in this year, which is 2008, will grow by 2.7%. It is our opinion that we're in recession. In recessions, economies don't grow. They either go flat or they contract. So we believe if the president is counting on 2.7% growth or close to 3% growth in the economy, and that gives us a budget deficit of $410 billion, we think that the budget deficit may actually go to $500 or $600 billion. And of course, that will aggravate a whole bunch of things, including interest rates, because you've got to finance that deficit. And so far, we've been able to finance our deficits by borrowing money from the Asians and the Europeans. But that can only go on so long. But that will aggravate interest rates. It will also affect our federal trade deficit with overseas countries and so forth. So keep an eye on what the projections are for the federal budget deficit. The total deficit in this country is now around $10 trillion. And you may be surprised to learn, but over the last several decades, we believe that something on the order of 80% of that deficit has been generated by Republican administrations who call themselves fiscal conservative, as opposed to the Republicans like to complain about the Democrats being free spending liberals. But yet the vast majority of the federal budget deficit took place under Republican administrations. For more information on this topic and other topics that you may find interesting, please take a look at stocksatbottom.com. And thank you for joining us today.